Good morning, YouTube. It's about 8 o'clock up here on this mountain, and it is just a gorgeous day compared to the weather that we've had. It is sunshiny, blue skies, clear weather, warm. We got a hellacious storm there the other day. Well, I guess it was night before last, and it stormed most of the day yesterday. It was just horrid. A lot of flooding around in the lowlands around me. That's one thing I like about living on the mountain, is I typically don't have to worry about no flooding. But I'm glad the good Lord kept all the people down the lowlands safe. Because flash flood is a horrid thing if you ever had to experience it. It's just, in my personal opinion, it's one of the more destructive natural disasters, if you will. And we had several inches of rain, and I know in a few communities around, it really hit them hard with the flooding and stuff, which there wasn't no injuries that I know of. Nothing major, just shut a few roads down and stuff until the water receded some, but I don't know, but thankfully it's over, and it's a beautiful day up here on top of this mountain. I know it got some bad weather up here where I live, but there just ain't no place else I'd rather live. I've been here all my life. It's just God's country, if you will. And I don't know, just days like today just remind you how lucky you are to live where you live and be healthy and be able to work and provide. But it's a very humbling aspect to get a beautiful day after a few days of storms and rain and things of that nature. But I guess we're a few months away from deer season yet, and can't wait till bow season comes in. I enjoy bow hunting. I may not ever kill much with a bow, but I still like sitting there watching all the animals and just being out in nature. And it's just amazing. It's God's creation, is what I say. Whenever I go hunting, I don't go out to kill anything. I just go out to enjoy God's creation. The same way as fishing. It's peaceful. It's a humbling, peaceful feeling for me. And I don't know how many of you all feel the same way, but that's just what I do. That's like when me and my dad went clear out to Idaho there last fall. 2 West Virginia boys drove 2,700 miles with mule deer tags in our pocket, hiked about 50 miles, and never seen so much as one mule deer. We did get to see 4 elk come out in a holler down there below where we was at. But we did get to see some moose. We was on our way out of the woods there one morning, and we just riding around exploring our hunt area a little bit, and there was a cow and calf moose probably about 35 yards from our pickup. Them moose are big now, I tell you. I don't know if you all have ever seen one in person. I'm 6'6" and 300 pounds, and it made me feel tiny. And then we tried panning for gold out there. We found a little section of stream that wasn't marked as a mining claim. That was interesting. First time I'd ever done that, and I found a gold nugget about the size of an end of an ink pen. So that was pretty neat. And just all the country we got to see going out there, man. I mean, I drove all over this United States. I've been to 47 out of the 48 continental states, and I never got to take time to enjoy it, and that's what I did whenever we went to Ohio. My dad, he's never been west of Wheeling, and so I told him I was dragging him clear to Idaho, and if he didn't want to go, I was going to grab onto his ear and drag him out there anyway. And we went out there and we just enjoyed it. Got to see all kind of scenery. Seen a lot of animals on the way out there. Met a lot of good people on the way out there. And it was a very enjoyable trip. And there's a few funny things that happened after we got out there, but I'm pretty sure he don't want me to tell about it because it's kind of embarrassing. I'll have to talk to him before I tell that story. But yeah, it was pretty neat. We got to go out there. We hunted about anywhere from 9 to 11,000 feet of elevation, and they have different kind of squirrels out there. Believe it or not, I am used to gray squirrels, fox squirrels, and red squirrels, and the squirrels that they have out there are like a blackish brown, and they got hairs that stick up off the top of their ears about that far. Almost remind you of bobcat's ears. But them ponderosa pines, I mean, they was big. I mean, I had a 300 Winchester Magnum, and I laid it across the bottom of one of them trees, and that entire gun would not hardly go clear to from the buttstock to the end of the barrel. Wouldn't even come to the whole width of the tree. And yeah, it was just a really good trip. We took a little pop-up camper out there, and we went out across 80, and we come back across 70 and 64, which it's only about, I think it's like 30 miles longer to come back across 64. But coming back across 64 is a whole lot better road than going out 70 and 80. I can tell you that right now. And but yeah, we went out through like Wyoming and Nebraska, and we come back down through Salt Lake City down to Salina, and come back across 70 over to, what was that town? That was 70 over to St. Louis, and got on 64. And then we run that back into Charleston and run 79 up, and come back down through Weston and stuff like that. But yeah, it gets a little closer to hunting season. I think I'm going to try to take some videos of me up in the tree stand, because I've been practicing with a recurve bow. I got pretty good with it again. I used to be real good when I was a kid. I got pretty good with it again. And I'm going to try to kill a deer with my recurve bow. I'm going to try to film it too this year if I can, and take you all on that little adventure. But I'm not going to disclose where I go or what where I hunt at, because I got a few spots that I just assume that people stay out of, because there's a lot of people where I hunt that like to try to muscle you out of your spots if they know where you go, or they know you killed something in there, then they gotta think that they gotta sit right on top of you sometimes, and that just don't fly with me. I like my space, We're hunting, a couple thousand acres. Don't set up in the tree 10 yards from me. Set up about 300-400 yards away, if you don't mind. That's just being a sportsman. Respect other people's stuff. It's the same way of fishing, I've been fishing in streams before. You catch a fish and somebody will come in there and start fishing right on top of you. and it just, I don't quite like it. I know it's, public waters and all that, but, it is what it is. I mean, people do what people do. That's just the nature of people. But anyway, YouTube, you all have a blessed day, and we'll catch you next time. Squirrel Hunter out.